Hi, Jade. I'm just going to do a walkthrough of your student portfolio and give you some feedback. Now I'm just taking a look at this reflection here. And at the side here, you spent 6 hours, which is a lot of time, exploring a notebook of support topic of bias and topics in education. You uploaded 3 sources, so that's all your activities. Now, for uh, 6 hours, I would have expected um, a little bit more critical thinking, longer entries here, uh, because that's a lot of work, and I'm not entirely sure where 6 hours went. That's the so that if you did not if as you spent this time on it, you would have a lot to say about it, and so it's not necessarily reflected in this reflection. So I just want you to be aware of that. Uh, this could have been like I'm not entirely sure um, where the time went to. So just making you aware of that. You did this project plan, which I think is excellent and really looks like you followed the prompt thing that I said, and it's worked out well. I think it's a very solid plan. And then you did some reflection on that, and I think the reflection is just fine. Again, that's a lot of hours though, but hopefully it'll translate to something you're really happy about. In terms of the reflection for in class, yeah, you make a very strong case for that, and you give a nice reference there, and then I'm assuming you added it to the list. So this is what I would consider all A quality work. If I would give you, I mean, I hope you would think it was pretty high quality work too. Um, if I would give you a suggestion, is just to be more reflective in the Gen AI activities, especially when you spend that kind of time on it. Um, okay, so let's move on to you did a summary of the benefits and challenges. Um, and so that's good. And then you've got your references, not in APA format. Just to just to put this, you can throw these into ChatGPT or whatever and say, can you make sure that these are APA format? This should not be title case. Uh, Oddly enough, titles of articles or chapters or whatever are in sentence case. Same thing here. That one's correct. That would be italics. Unfortunately, I see all this stuff. So your APA references are a little weak, and I would encourage you to go in and see what ChatGPT does. ChatGPT does to just clean it up and make it good references. But otherwise, this is excellent in terms of your reflection. But 4 hours, so I guess we're getting better. You use Semantic Scholar and Research Rabbit, which is good. And you did the reflection. Again, your reflection's a bit um, light, right? Because it's and I'd rather you almost freehand and say what you thought of the whole process. What did you think of these tools? These are notes you can go back to. Not that you would, but you could, and see what you thought of these tools. You have the week 2 reflection, and yeah, you know, you've I know you contributed in class. I was watching that. You've got another article here. So that's really solid. And yeah, I think you're making really good progress. And I'm quite pleased. So that's good.